Well, it's a new day. This is actually my last full day here in PR, Puerto Rico. I go back tomorrow. Anyway, David went to work today because he has to help out a friend. He's getting paid for it, so, work is work. And I decided that I was going to reseed the smart pots that produced some squash for him from the last time that we were here. And this time I actually seeded some watermelon and squash. In just a few days, they popped up and they have gotten tremendously big. So check this out. And this is just a few days. I know the light's not that good, but isn't that awesome? Look at that. That's just a few days. If this was back in the Bronx, it would take 2 weeks because the temperature in the Bronx is not yet up to like the climate that a watermelon wants to grow. So that is a watermelon seed, and it was taken from the same watermelon that we grew here the last time that I was here. This is the tray. It's very early in the morning here, by the way. It's like 7 a.m. Anyway, look at all that. So the smart pots are big enough to hold 3 seedlings. The other thing is that they kind of spill out. I'll show that later. When the vines come out, they come out of the smart pots and onto the ground and then down the slope or around. So it's not a big deal to plant 2 or 3 of them inside the same large, I think it's like 3 feet diameter of smart pots. So it's pretty big. Anyway, I'll plant these in there, and at least that's done. So I did the squash. So when I leave, David only has to do is the citrus trees that he purchased when we went to San Sebastian flea market on Friday. Great flea market to go to if you ever come down here. It's every Friday. It's at San Sebastian, and you could spend pretty much a couple hours there. And there's so many vendors, and they have a lot of handcrafted, a lot of homegrown, farm-grown, small farm-grown food there. So, plus you can get seedlings there too, Anyway, I fed the dogs this morning. And I'm here for a few hours. I'm going to finish the watermelon planting and then do some more admin work. I'm going to get going before I get bitten by every ant that is here. So these are a little bit difficult to come out because they're still wet. So what I do is I flip it over on the side. I pinch a little bit the back, a little bit. I don't want the roots to get caught. And then I pull a little bit on the front. And the roots are strong enough that they hold. See? And that's how you get them out. Look at that. Yeah, those roots on the bottom. So I'll put them in the bowl and do more. I think I need 12. I'm trying to get the bigger ones. I put it on its side so that gravity helps me here. Pull it out. Oh, this one broke, but it's okay. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 more to go. So I'm going to plant the 12. And then whatever's left over, I'll give it to David's co-worker who's going to come later. He has a little farm. He grew up on a farm here. And he does his own soil for seedlings. I got to pick his brain when I'm here longer. Okay, so these I'm just pulling out. Wow, I just can't believe how quick they grow here, huh? This is about as close to Jurassic Park as I'm going to get. Everything is so big in reference to vegetation. And that's because of the weather, the water, a lot of water. Yesterday was after I did that video, monsoon came down. And we did have that nice dinner with our friend. We came home in the dark, but we had a good time. Let's get to planting. Look how pretty. I put them in this chicken container. Check that out. So these are the raised pots. See that? Smart pots. I have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're using the sunflowers here as a trellis because they're so big. So why take them out when we can use them? These I cleaned out. See, these were the ones that had the other squash. And then these are the squashes I planted. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with this one here, actually. This one I'm pointing to here. It was all full of ants yesterday. And I was prepared for that because I saw that they had created something there. So I sprayed myself down and tried to scoot them out of there. But anyway, these are all the squashes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is what I mean about, you know, as the vines grow, they can come out. He doesn't care about that. So he'll just let the vines grow out. They can grow down. So all this is going to come out. And then this is the slope. When he's done, it kind of looks like that. See? So it's easy for the vines then to just go down. So let's get to planting. Okay, well, I try not to get too much to the ground because, like I said, I have ants everywhere. And they're the nasty ants. They're not ants like we have in the Bronx at all. Those are nothing compared to what we have here. These ants, you get a blister for a month. Anyway, we're going to take one of our seedlings, the first one I can pick up, and we're gonna plant right there. Not much to plant down because the soil is so good here. Okay, see that? That's one. Okay, look at all those roots, right? Let's plant one here. We're gonna lay it right on the, all I'm doing is really laying it on the top, and it kind of falls right in. Look at that, 2. And then I'm gonna do 1 here, 3. It's very early in the morning. It's the best time to do this. All right, I'm gonna keep doing that. So that's gonna be my morning, planting another 8 more. Okay, we have another 3, and then we're good. All right, let's plant one here. These are not big watermelons, by the way. These are personal size watermelons. It's really the nice ones to grow because you harvest them quicker. And they're not so big. You don't feel like you have to eat everything right away. When you order watermelon seeds, get the personal size. Okay, so now we have planted the whole row. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 watermelons, personal size. That means that they're like the size of, that you can grab it with one hand. I'll show you what it looks like in a little bit because we did harvest one. Squash over there, strawberries over here. So I got these at San Sebastian Flea Market. These are strawberries. So we only put 1 in 1 because these are going to multiply in here. So let this be a big strawberry bush here. This is recao. I cut it and look, already it grew. So that's great. And this is oregano brujo. Very strong oregano, which we are actually drying over here. not doing a very good job of it though, because every time it rains, it gets wet, right? So this actually needs to probably go in there. Let's do that now before I forget. This is oregano brujo. And let's put it here. This way it dries. Yeah, there we go. And then once it dries, we can put it into the neutral, bowl, grind it down. And that's it. We have spice. Just to show you, this is what an ant bite, one ant bite looks like. See that? Already there's a blister in there. And very, very painful, by the way, very painful. Okay, I didn't get any squash left over, but I did get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These 3 are just coming out now. So these I'm going to pot up in a cup and give these to David's friend who lives below us. So that they can, I'm not going to give them in this because we use this, but I'm just going to pot them individually up. And later on, just, gift them out. All right, guys, I want to show you the watermelon. You see? This is the seed that we planted outside. Isn't that cute? You can hold it with one hand, but it's the perfect size to have so that it doesn't go to waste, so that you don't feel like, you have to eat it all. But those seeds that we planted outside, that is this watermelon. It's called, I forgot the name of it. But I know that it's a smaller, it's like this only takes like 85 days to harvest. So this was really, really good. Okay, guys, so I'm still working and I just want to show you the watermelon. I want to show you all the seeds. Look at that. See? That's when you know you have a good watermelon. This is the little tiny watermelon that I showed you in my hand, and now I'm going to enjoy it. These seeds, I'm going to save them, and I'm going to plant them like I did early this morning. So anyway, back to my computer. Back to admin work, back to enjoying this view out here, this landscape, and my last full day here. At this time tomorrow, I will be at the airport. Well, guys, this will be the last video here. I'm going back to the Bronx. That's it. I had a great time. It was a very quick 10 days, but well worth every minute of it. So, say goodbye to Puerto Rico for now. Until the next time.